Thank you for joining the Syndicate Network and your host, Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.
Oh, I had to make sure I wasn't on mute. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Skywalker back at y'all with another one. Oh my God. Much love, everybody. Thank you guys for rocking out. We about to have a wonderful conversation. And I hope all y'all had a great week. You dig? So wonderful Saturday morning over on the West Coast. Still about to be afternoon. Good vibes and everybody. Good vibes and everything to everybody. We about to have a great discussion. Let's say what's up to the chat. What up, Mad Max? Much love. It says Sky Jam 26. Hey, we got DC Talk in the building. Much love. Curly Ray is in the building. Much love. The Batman is in the building. Much love. Darshan is in the building. Much love. Says Sky's late again, bro. You're not super. You Barry Allen, bro. Right? Hey. Look, the time that I be putting up is for y'all, not me. You know what I mean? That's when y'all should know. Hey, Sky getting ready to go live around this time. You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying though. Much love, Darshan. Hopefully everybody feeling all right. Who else we got in here? Mama Bear Dog. Thank you for being here, Mama Bear. We got Cozy's World in the building. Hey, y'all about to be seeing a lot of Cozy today because I'm about to react to this video. I got a link in the description too. Hopefully all y'all are ready to go on that. Should be a very, very a fun one. I might even shoot Cozy a link because I'm about to be reacting to him. So, but we'll see what's good. We got who else is in here? DC all the way is in the building. The Batman is in the building. The Prime is in the building. Frank C is in the building. A much love, Frank C. All right. Hold up, bro. Man. Hey, if all y'all don't chill in the chat, I'm about to take all the fucking rinses. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Anyway. Yeah, this about to be a great discussion. I can't wait to break this down. This about to be hilarious. Can't wait. We got the homie Josh Herrera. Much love, bro. Shout out to Mr. J. Hey, man, you know what? Hey, bro, I got to get you back on the channel, Josh. I got to get you back on the channel, bro. Man. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's get started with this, man. Let's go ahead and get through this little opening, little rigmarole. Y'all be on the road to 5K. Just smash that like, share, subscribe, and a notification bell, and a hype button as well. I'm thinking about starting me a new little or starting like a giveaway. You know what I'm saying? Something, right? You know, the hashtag SellZSJL, Sell Snyderverse, the Netflix movie. Y'all already know about all that. Y'all already know about the ROEs. Y'all already know about the platforms on YouTube, X, Instagram, and y'all already know how to sponsor a stream. I want to say this, man. I got the Syndicate Network down at the bottom for a reason. We're going to have a discussion today. That's like part of this whole thing because I definitely have noticed something these past few days, weeks, months. And yeah, we just going to talk about it. Let's get caught. Back up with the chat. And then we'll get started with the show. You dig? Yeah, this is about to be a wonderful discussion. Hold on, man. Let me see what's up. Let me see about this link. You dig? Hold up. Pause that. I see my DM. Frank C. just went in there. Oh snap! I got a lot of unread messages. My bad, y'all. Anyway, look, let's go ahead and let's get started with this. We got Urban Guru TV. Yo, look, this discussion makes me happy. We get to do, see, look, I ain't done one of these when clout chasing goes wrong videos or lives in so long. It's been so long since I have gotten on here, broken down somebody clout chasing the fan base. And I think it went this long for a reason. We had to build up until now. Right? There has been, these last few months, there's been a new contender. Right? There's been a new contestant. There's been somebody that has been antagonizing this fan base, trying to gaslight the fan base, trying to manipulate the fan base. Right? And we're going to discuss it. Because me personally, right? I think most of y'all that have been peddling this stuff is full of shit. And I'm going to share why. Right? Because this is definitely something that we got to discuss. Right? And I don't want y'all to take my words for it. I'm going to have you guys listen to somebody else tell y'all that these people are full of shit. Right? Like, because, hey, don't believe me. Right? Don't listen to Sky. Don't listen to what I got to say. Don't listen to anything. We just going to have some discussions about some of these outlets, like a Cosmic Book News. But first, I'm about to react to this video because I think that there's a lot of good information in here. I wasn't going to watch any of it, but I did watching like a good chunk of it. So I want to put this video on from the Lethal Geeks One Shots. And that is there's a link for this video in the description. So make sure you guys go over there and smash that like button on the original video that we're going to check out. And I'm going to add some context to it and add some more stuff that maybe you guys don't know or maybe you guys don't remember. Right? But it's been hella posts from outlets like Cosmic Book News. And no, he ain't the only one. He is the main one that we are going to discuss today. But trust me, he ain't the only one. It's all kind of people running with these narratives, though. Especially about the Dark Knight Returns, which we're gonna get into that at the end of the video. Right? After we get through a good chunk of this video, we're going to discuss the Dark Knight Returns. Right? We're going to have us a discussion. All right, but allow me to let the homie Cozy start cooking. And, oh yeah, we're going to talk about it. So let's get this started up.
DC fans don't want DC to go to Netflix. Kevin Feige interested in Zack Snyder. DC versus Marvel is still on the table. We're going to debunk this all on here on the Lethal Geeks One Shots. Welcome back to One Shots on the Lethal Geeks channel. It's your boy, Cozy Boy Cam, aka Cozy. We are here to do some debunking. to debunk some news so y'all can actually have the right direction.
Hey, I'm gonna be adding in stuff that we gonna also debunk on top of the debunking that already happened. Right? I'm gonna add in some more stuff. So we gonna debunk or help bolster the debunk. Should you? Right? Because this is the syndicate cut. You know what I mean? Like, this is the syndicate cut. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep going.
When it comes to this topic we're about to discuss. But before we do that, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to stay notified on the channel, man. So you can know when we post these one shots or other videos or even go live on this channel. Also, there's this new thing called the hype button. Hit the hype button so other people can see this video and this channel. We're trying to grow. We're trying to continue growing and get more subscribers on here. But now that's out the way, we are here to, like I said, debunk news that I don't know why it's being circulating, because I feel like a lot of people are, and when I say a lot of people who listen to this and people in the Snyder community, the Snyder fandom, are misguided. Not all of them. I can't give you a percentage or whatever, but I know there's people who are misguided from this news source. So today we are talking about cosmic book news.
Crazy. I just wanted to clarify, this is who we are discussing. All right. Oh, I got so many receipts, bro. I can't wait to get to it. Let's keep going.
Cosmic book news has been very, how I'd say, not reliable source. You have this channel or this page who
I'd say he's been antagonistic towards the Zack Snyder fan base. Myself. That's the word I would use. He's been antagonistic this entire time. Going back years. Right? I just put months in that tweet earlier. This shit go back years. Right? He been gaslighting for attention, clicks, just like all these other people do. And then now this is where we're supposed to be getting our news from. Right? But I'm gonna let Cozy cook.
Has these articles and has these so-called insiders that feeds them information that is not true, and you can literally see what they're saying is not true. And we're about to break this whole thing down. So this all starts from this recent tweet that was dropped on July 27th. DC fans do not want DC at Netflix, says insiders. Now, it's very interesting that he said this and made this article, because I'm asking myself, what insiders are saying this? What DC fans are saying they don't want DC at Netflix? What's the percentage?
What even made this look, why did this even have to come out? Who the hell on July 27th was talking about they wanted DC at Netflix still? Right? Was there a huge amount of fans making a push for DC to still go to Netflix a couple weeks ago? Because I thought we was just this little bitty section of the fan base that nobody really listened to and that wasn't really getting anything done. Right? I thought that's what we were. I thought we were a little bitty section of the fan base that weren't really getting anything done. We weren't very loud. We weren't being listened to or anything of that nature. So if that's the case, why did this tweet have to come out? Why did this article have to come out? Huh? Why did this article have to come out if there's nobody outside of little old Sky and the Syndicate and the Netflix influencers? Why did this article have to come out? Right? What up, Sky? I'm just saying. I'm confused. But we're going to keep it going.
What is these so-called DC fans that don't want it to go to Netflix? And it's funny, this is coming out when the issues with the Paramount and WB merger is happening, and this is being dropped at the same time. It's very, how I like to say, there's no coincidence. This isn't a coincidence. So we're gonna go through, but before we even break down, I gotta give you some. We gotta go through a little bit of history, a little bit of things you need to know about Cosmic Book News. Cosmic Book News dropped this article, which this says July 30th. He dropped this article a long while ago. And it says, if everything goes right, this is the DC versus Marvel plan I first reported about back in November. Now, here's the issue, right? He came out with this report a little while ago. And the issue with this is,
wait, real quick. So he's referencing something that was written in November. So once again, back in November, it was DC versus Marvel talk going on, right? Which we know Zach is not having any parts of that discussion. Right? Zach was the only person in the room at WB saying that they don't need to try to compete with Marvel. They don't need to be doing what Marvel's doing. He said he was the only person in them rooms saying that, and that has shown to be true because they got rid of him. And what did they do? Immediately after. Immediately. They Marvelized DC. So now, what up, W Mirror? So now, somebody that has been antagonistic towards Zack Snyder for years, towards him and his fan base, him being at DC. This man said that he should have never been given Superman. All this stuff that we're going to talk about. Back in November, he was talking about a DC versus Marvel crossover, though. But hey, we're supposed to be believing this guy, right? He is a valid source of information according to these people. Let's keep it going.
This isn't true, because if you look at the state of DC and you look at the state of Marvel right now, there's no chance for DC versus Marvel. And let's just go with the hypothetical. If they do go with this whole plan, they would be having to go with Gunn's DC, not Zack Snyder's. Zack Snyder didn't even get to finish his universe yet. So how is it that there's this plan for a DC versus Marvel? Make that make sense. People at home, I really want you to sit there and really ask yourself, how is this possible? You got on this article, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. You got Chris Evans as Captain America, Ben Affleck as Batman, Henry Cavill as Superman. Now, I want you to ask yourself, how is this possible if Zack's not back, the universe isn't
Ain't David Corn Sweat Superman right now? Right? Why are they even in this picture? Darshan said, but this Cosmic Book News got lucky. Immediately after his post, Zach also posted images of him and Bill, right? See, or him and Ben. Let me say this, because you know what? I'm glad that you said that. Let me go ahead and let me say this now. If you post something or you post about something over and over and over again, and then one time after you posted, something happened, that doesn't mean anything to me. Right? I got a question for anybody that wants to question these things, right? Because I saw something else that was like, what the hell is... And never mind. There's been more time. No, this is a statement. There's been more times Zach has posted while I've been live than any of these people have gotten right with anything. So why can't that be the fucking standard? If we want to use standards, why can't I use that one? Because I would say, hey, it's been way more times that I've been live at like a random time and Zach will post something and then say, hey, after this guy put an article out, something. But hey, we're going to talk about that. We're going to discuss it because I got receipts. So just hold on. We got Nessa in the building. Thank you, sweetheart. Let me go ahead and give you this drop, please.
You hear that, Mr. Anderson? That is the sound of inevitability.
All right, yeah, what up, Nessa? Bro, we got a whole new Batman and Superman right now, but he's using Zack's. Why is that? But I don't see his image, right? I don't see Pattinson. We got a whole new Batman and Superman, and yet when talking about the crossover, it's supposed to be no. But hey, we're gonna notice. You're gonna notice a pattern, right? It's always the Zack fans. It's always the Zack fans. It's always trying to include what we got going on, picking at what we like. Nah, I'm gonna let Cozy keep cooking.
Story. Zack hasn't finished his full story. Robert Downey Jr. is playing Dr. Doom right now. Steve Rogers isn't Captain America no more. We're getting Doomsday in December. We're getting Secret Wars next year. Where is the and then after Secret Wars, they're rebooting everything, soft rebooting everything.
Yep, and it's gonna be the Avengers versus X-Men, pretty much, right? Like we still gonna be doing that stuff. Because then it's gonna be like the Mutant Saga and everything with the X-Men going on. Like, what are we talking about? When is this crossover supposed to happen? Then it's funny because on one hand, it's the crossover is about to happen, but then on the other hand, Zack Snyder's coming back. Is Zack coming back to do the crossover? I mean, I think that he would be finishing his universe, right? I think he would be finishing his universe, right? Like, no? Am I tripping? Hey, I digress.
So where's this whole plan of Marvel, DC versus Marvel coming in? Especially since Iron Man or Robert Downey Jr. isn't Iron Man no more. So how is this going to be possible to do? We haven't even had a Crisis of Infinite Earths yet in a film style for movies. We had it for shows.
Great point.
CW, but we haven't had it for films. So how is this even possible? Why this is like, I'm showing you that he's just pulling bullshit out the air, or if it's not bullshit and it was something that was talked about a while ago, it can't happen now. So where is the possibility for this to happen? Now I'm going to show you even more of how you can't trust this news source. So just to give some people context, over on the Lethal Geeks Twitter page, go over, follow the Lethal Geeks Twitter page. We made a post, hashtag sells ZSJ to Netflix, hashtag sells Snyder versus Netflix, at Netflix as Zack Snyder, and we have a updated banner than before. Cosmic Book News decides to respond to this saying, no.
So look, Cosmic Book News is all up in the mentions of Zack Snyder fans. So look, I mean, he just said we posted something talking about sale. Only had was that 16 likes? Right? Only had 16 likes. And you in the replies? Why are you in the replies of Zack Snyder fans? What up, Cyber Soldier? Why are you in the replies of Zack Snyder fans? That's talking about Netflix. I'm gonna keep it going.
Go to Netflix and post that article that I just showed earlier. Now, this is where I'm showing you proof you can't trust this source, because this is a so-called Snyder fan and is dropping news about Zack Snyder, but made a post.
Oh, is that you? Is that you, Cosmic Book News? Telling everybody Zach and everybody else had moved on? Even though I literally asked him, and not only did Zack Snyder, but Ben Affleck and fucking Chris Terrio answered my question. I asked them that. You didn't. Did you ask Zack Snyder that question, Matt McGloin? Which is the name of the person that is behind all of this. He runs this outlet. Did he ask Zach that personally? Does anybody know? Did Ben Affleck answer his question personally? Does anybody know? Somebody find me where Zack Snyder, Ben Affleck, and Chris Terrio answered his question and told him that they moved on. I got footage of me asking him. Wait a minute. Somebody send that to me, please, right now. I don't even feel like, look, you know what? Hold up. First of all, we about to have some Inception going on because we got Cozy in the house. Bro,
what's up, man?
What's going on? Nah, bro. Look, bro. This man is saying something. He's speaking on something that I personally asked these people. Imagine that. Imagine asking somebody a question, getting an answer, and then somebody down the line comes back and they're like, nah, that shit didn't happen. Trust me, bro, because I know from sources. I asked the source.
So crazy, because probably somebody or you might pull up a better video of you asking, but I did show that in this video because it's ridiculous.
Bro,
yeah.
I literally asked the guy himself. And not only did he answer me, Ben Affleck answered me, and Chris Terrio. They all said they were chomping at the bit to come back. What are we talking about?
To even further it, if they weren't interested, if Zach wasn't interested in coming back, why did he sign your poster about selling it?
Sky Bitch said, the game of sources. Their sources are better than your sources, so on and so forth. Bro, I asked the source, bro. Like, I didn't ask a source. I asked the guy himself. Right? Man, where's that video, bro? Hold up, man. I'm about to find this shit, dog.
What do those people say about the Snyder Cut?
Ain't
About
no way,
like
I know, Sky. I just had to add that. You know what I mean? I just had to add that for the people that don't know.
What did those haters say about the Snyder Cut of not believing? Like, oh, I'm better off believing the Tooth Fairy than Snyder Cut coming out. I'm better off believing the Tooth Fairy than you having sources. This guy says, I have sources. What are these sources, bro? Trust me, believe me. Just trust me, bro. Like,
crazy, man.
It was bad.
Hold on, dog. Look, go ahead and cook for a second. I'm about to find this video, bro.
I wanted to touch on because I did hear this guy say like, oh, he waited a long time to cook this guy, but today's the best day. You know why today's the best day?
Why?
This guy wants to push DC versus Marvel, and D23 just whooped ass on DC. Marvel just whooped ass just last night on DC.
Crazy.
So it's like,
hey, wait, have you watched that Doomsday trailer yet?
No, I haven't. I
was about to say, hey, bro, it's the one that I've been telling y'all about. So,
okay.
Hey, go ahead, though.
But, yeah, the D23 just happened. Marvel just whooped ass on DC with all these announcements, all these, and you want to tell me they're going to do a DC versus Marvel? Once again, to my point, the state of DC, the state of Marvel, you could do the math. Like, look, if you're a real Snyder fan, nobody is asking a DC versus Marvel before Zack finishes his story. That's plain and simple. That is, nobody's asking for, hey, I want to see a crossover with Cap and Batman and Superman and Cyclops and Iron Man and this and that over literally watching Darkseid and the Justice League whoop each other's asses. Like, what are we talking about? Why are we pushing this narrative and then egregiously push, later on in the video, egregiously push, oh, Kevin Feige is interested in Zack. No, come on. Kevin Feige is interested in Zack. The same Kevin Feige that got information from DC side when Zack was there and stole his ideas. That same Kevin Feige. The same Kevin Feige that is friends with Jeff Johns, and Jeff Johns is the one that went over and said, hey, this is what Zack's doing. Here's how he's going to go about it. That's why you got Civil War and BVS. That's why Infinity War and Endgame is so similar to Justice League 2 and 3. But I'm supposed to sit here and be like, nah, yeah, DC and Marvel. Yeah, DC versus Marvel. I want it. Marvel fans aren't even asking for that. That's the crazy thing. Let alone, I don't even think there's any DC fans saying this. But I'm supposed to believe, yeah, they're gonna do a DC versus Marvel. Like, and the crazy, he still hasn't changed. He used that same article, but didn't change the photo. You're using the same photo. Robert Downey Jr. does not look like that no more. Chris Evans don't look like that no more. Chris Evans isn't even Captain America. He's just Steve Rogers. Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom. Let's be for real. Let's be so for real. Let's really have an honest conversation about this. Like I said in the video, somebody could have fed you this information, and that might have been true back then. Cool. But still running with this, like it's still new, like it still applies today. No, bro. Like, no.
Hey, this is a thank you, Frank C. Bro, I'm about to play this right now because just for anybody that's in the chat that don't know, this is literally me asking Zack Snyder. Like this is, I asked the man. Let's keep it going. Zack, my name is Skywalker the Jedi. I've been on a little bit of a hero's journey myself with you and your projects, right? Seeing this thing here is truly a moment that has brought this entire new sale campaign into a full circle moment, if you will. Would you be overjoyed if your stories were able to continue in any form, even if it was on a third party outside of WBD?
Listen, that's a good question. I think it's fair and it's exciting. And look, I love the world, and obviously, I've not put a small amount of effort into this mythology. And we have done not also a small amount of work toward what the eventualities of these scenarios might be. As far as You know, I've had an amazingly, my experience with you guys and with this material has been incredibly satisfying, and I couldn't be happier with the way that you guys have been able to dig in. We were talking about, like, if you want to go deep on these movies and on this mythology, it's there for you, right? And so, yes, would I be interested in whatever medium or whatever way these ideas would get to you? Of course I would. So yeah, and in the meantime, we forge ahead and do what we do. And so, like that, but yes, thank you. But I love this world, and I love these guys that I've gotten to do this with, and it's been amazing. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Zach. Bruh, right there. And then right after that, when Josh Herrera, shout out to Josh, asked Ben Affleck a question, Ben Affleck doubled down. It was like, to answer that last guy's question, yeah, da-da-da-da. And then Chris Terrio, I'm like, whoa. But then, bro, according to Matt McGloin, a.k.a. Cosmic Book News, everybody's moved on, right? So, hey, bro, I guess that's one way to say that's fucking debunked, right? I mean, would I be wrong, Cozy?
No.
Would I be wrong with going with the answer that I personally got rather than some fucking random guy on the internet?
No, because your source is the main person that we're all here for. The person we're advocating for his stories to be like fully complete. Like, no, you're not wrong.
Am I wrong for listening to Ben Affleck and Chris Terrio when they say that they wanted to come back? Am I wrong?
Nah. People.
What?
Yeah. Ben Affleck himself the funny thing is Ben Affleck was asked, and it's like people, it's like I feel like people just forgot. Somebody asked Ben Affleck, hey, would you come back as Batman? And he was like, hey, never say never. Never right? Say never. Like, now, obviously, that's not a yes, that's not a no, but obviously that's more leaning to a yes than a no.
Crazy. Look, let's keep this video going, bro, because we got quite a bit to get through.
October 16th, 2025. Sorry, Zach and everybody have moved on, which clearly you go to Zach's Instagram page.
I need a debunked fucking stamp.
I can just Walker the Jedi's channel and look at the video where they're asking him about his universe and still wanting to continue it. All that debunks this, especially if you just go to his Instagram page.
Right. Darshan gonna say Sky Trusted Source was Almighty Mikey, man. R.I.P. But damn, he was our man. You know what's funny? We're gonna get into that later because, man, oh my, I can't wait for the source part of this discussion. But no, right now we still on focusing on this guy. Let's keep it. Hey, John said, hashtag Sky saw it first. Hashtag all H Herrera. For sure. Talk your shit, Josh. Right? Come on, man. Nah, let's keep this going, man. Because look, we was there. Josh asked Ben Affleck the very next question after I asked Zach that question, bro. Real talk. And Ben literally, y'all can go watch the full circle video. He said, yeah, and to answer that guy's question from before, and then went into why he would want to come back. And then Chris Terrio answered the question. What are we talking about? Your source is whoever. My source is the director, one of the stars, and one of the and the writer of the movie. right? Those
how y'all
your source is some guy or some chick. I don't want to, hey, some guy or some chick. My source is the guy. It's not a guy. It's the guy.
Yeah.
Let's keep
How y'all
this
gonna
going.
beat that? How y'all gonna beat that? Y'all can't beat that.
Karen said, I hope it's a chick. I hope Matt is talking to a woman. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I don't know. I don't want to.
Just go to Zack Snyder's Instagram page. This debunks it. Let's go to the next one. He also made this making fun of Man of Steel, saying somebody needs to use Sora AI and create a Donner cut of Man of Steel fixing those scenes. Now, those scenes is implying to this gif of of Superman snapping Zod's neck. Now, first of all, it's already atrocious. You're at saying someone needs to use Sora AI to create a Donner cut of Man of Steel fixing those scenes. There's nothing to be fixed with Man of Steel. But this is somebody who's covering news apparently and giving articles about Zack Snyder and
saying, hey, Netflix, hey, y'all don't want DC with Netflix, y'all, right? Y'all don't want DC with. This is the guy that we're supposed to be listening to. This is the guy, the trusted Zack Snyder news guy, right? The trust me, bro, right? Mama Bear said, I doubt it's a woman talking to him. Hey, look. Rebel Moontail said, his source is a telepathic dog, right? Look, DC Autoway said, didn't Donner also kill? I was just about to say, bro, I could have swore, bro. Is that not what happened?
So he said, snapping the neck is too much, but throwing him off a tall height to he falls to his death, that's much better. Okay.
Right. Oh my, bro, crazy, man. Let's keep this going, bro.
Snyder fan though. Let's go to the next one. Now you have this, which is I think is the most egregious. Just imagine no Pa Kent death and no Snyder snap neck scene. They could have had it all. This doesn't sound like a Snyder fan. This doesn't even sound like somebody who enjoyed Man of Steel.
It's from last October, bro. October.
That's so egregious. It's like, let me know you're a hater. You're one of them. Let me know you're one of them without telling me.
Right? When in November, he was talking about the crossover. But just before that, he was talking shit about Zack Snyder again, right? I mean, crazy. But let's keep it going.
You made a tweet saying no Pa Kent death.
Yeah,
no
he wanted attention.
They could have had it all. If you're a real Snyder fan, and we have Snyder fans that follow this channel, you would know we could have had it all, and not because of this, because of studio meddling with Zack's ideas in his films. I don't need to run down the history. You should already know. I know people who are new to this channel that's not Zack Snyder fans who don't know, but I don't need to run down to Snyder fans what the actual reason is where you could say they could have had it all. And the studio didn't interfere with BVS. And the studio didn't interfere with the Air Cut. The studio didn't interfere with Justice League, where we have to have a Snyder cut.
Yeah, that's the real could have had it all. That's the real could have had it all for sure. Right? If they don't take 30 minutes out of BVS, if they don't butcher fucking Justice League and create that mess. Right? Oh no. That's the real could have had it all.
This was October 20th, 2025. This was all these was from last year. These people, or this person saying these egregious stuff, and what's so crazy is this person sounds like the haters that you see online, that you see on Twitter. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because there's Snyder fans who are using his, and I'm not saying they're using it as gospel, his word or his articles as gospel, but just the fact that they're even using his articles and talking about it. There's some people who are using this as gospel, but others are like, we're going to take it as a grain of salt or whatever, which that's fine. But the fact that you're even using this, knowing or not knowing, because I don't want to assume that they know about this. They could not know.
Yeah.
So
Maybe they
this is
don't
where
know.
I come in.
That's
to
why
let
we
you
here to
know,
teach
hey,
him, Cozy.
This guy said this, and said this. And people are still listening to this person and retweeting and interacting with these tweets in a way of like, oh, this is facts. To further show you this guy isn't a fan and is a grifter, shout out to Frank C.
Shout out to Frank C.
Frank C. Shout out to you. This is some more tweets from Cosmic Book News. So we showed you the other ones. Here's some more egregious ones. I know the Snyderverse isn't coming back.
I was just about to say,
You're a
send that to
Snyder
Twitter,
fan.
bro. Please.
I wonder what you're thinking about when seeing this. I know the Snyderverse isn't coming back. Hold on, wait. We got more. Wait. We got more.
Whoa. So we was just talking about the Snyderverse not coming back in October?
Yeah. Same October. 2025 October. Dang.
Hold up. Shout out to Josh.
Shout out to Josh. Yeah. I'm super curious what this is. Oh yeah. Shout out to Josh.
I have one question, and Ben Affleck, you're the greatest Batman ever. Mr. Snyder, looking at that post-credit scene with, Deadshot, what was the plan for Batman's Ben Affleck for that story?
There was a whole elaborate plan, which would take up too much time now, and some of which I may have forgotten. But I always liked that character and talked to Zach about that, and I think there's my plan for continuing on in this character. At a certain point, I got to and kind of found that I thought I wasn't really, I just felt like, well, I wasn't quite sure if it worked or jived. And I felt like if you have a character like this and you kind of take that on, you want to go forward, you better really be sure and understand it and be confident. And certainly as a director, you kind of have to be the last person interested in the movie when everyone else is really bored and doesn't want to watch it again and is sick of it, exhausted by the whole process. And I have held myself to this kind of metric where if I'm not really sure I see the precise location and target that I want to hit, I'm not sure I can hit it, but I want to at least know exactly what I'm aiming for. But there's, as all of you have kind of mentioned, there's a spectacular array of characters in this universe. And also I think, they are ultimately like, I know that we sort of become like attached to them as exist in these particular forms, but I think of watching Zach stuff and whatever he does, I find interesting and enjoy this kind of manifestation of his work. And so, and with Chris, you see people's, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be wearing one face to tell an interesting story. There are certainly, a response to this gentleman's question, there are a lot of different ways to do that. And so I don't get too wrapped up and like fixated on that one thing, or at least that's the way I soothe myself.
Other than Deathstroke, which Batman villains were you interested in portraying, and what your plans were
for Batgirl? There were a number of them that I was kind of exploring, and the plans were to, make interesting, nuanced, complex characters. In particular for the character you mentioned, and I didn't really, I kind of feel like either you do, I'm just going to get into my own preference here, but either you do like a kind of massive kind of one villain that is so formidable, you just can't imagine how it is that your protagonist is going to be able to overcome it, or you have to sort of really populate kind of like the Injustice, like these big group villains where you get to have all these different characters. So I was at the time really trying to kind of hone in and focus on that character and get into depth and detail about it to make him seem as impressive as I felt like there was the opportunity to do. And that's the only detail I have for you.
Does that sound like somebody that wanted to walk away, bro?
Nah, that sounds like somebody who was deeply invested and had, thought of different ways to make his Batman movie work. That doesn't sound like a guy who just was tired and fed up and just walked away or whatever. So, especially if he was, tired and he was going to walk away, why is he at a event with Ray Fisher, Chris Terrio, Zack Snyder, answering questions about DC?
Hey, we're gonna get to it, bro. We're gonna get to it, dog. We're gonna get to it. But let's get back to this video.
Right. Does Zach have any pics of Superman smiling? Just saying. Crazy, because remember when I said he sounds like just like these haters who have these out of context, bad faith arguments and takes. And it's funny he's using the same one, basically saying Superman doesn't smile. Does Zach have any pics of Superman smiling? Just saying. And you could literally go on Zach's Instagram and there's a pic of him smiling. So it's funny. It's kind of funny that he's saying this. Let's see what else he said. Zack Snyder's Justice League sequel ideas are awful.
Wait, you know what? Hold up. Let me actually show, because I think I found an instance where he admitted to interesting. Right? Interesting. Watch this. Watch this. See, I got something. See, I told you I was gonna add in some stuff, Cozy.
Yeah, these have been really, really
I told you I was gonna add in some stuff, right? Cause y'all just saw what he meant. Or what he said, rather, right? He said that Henry don't smile, right? And then here he is, only time he smiled at Superman.
God. Oh my God.
Was this? This is what he said. Right? Only time he smiled was when he was getting a bucket of cold water dumped on him. That's what he said.
So he didn't smile when he was in Man of Steel when he was with his mother.
Nope.
Didn't smile in any of the scenes where he was with Lois.
Nope.
BBS, same thing, smiling when he was hopping in the tub with Lois.
Nope. Never. Right? But let's keep it going. Cause look, nah, man. Nah. This is the guy we're supposed to be taking our news from. Right? This is the guy. Let's keep it going.
March 22nd, 2021. Crazy. What was these other ones? Oh, this one doesn't have a date.
Oh, October 19th. So October.
Here, October.
Still 20th. October. Man, October must have been an interesting month for him.
Yeah.
This is the guy.
Right? It's crazy because it's almost like, wait, what was going on in October? Oh, that was around the time Netflix was about to get it, right? If I'm not mistaken. Ain't that back about when that was happening? October and November-ish?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I'm starting to notice a pattern here, right? Like every time Netflix is involved or something, or there's something going on, this dude wants some attention. He keep jumping out there. And once again, he's in a Snyder fan's mentions, bro.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, TJ, you're absolutely right. He was smiling when he was doing his first flight. Absolutely right.
Right? But let's keep it going. Oh, because I got some damage and stuff too, man.
News from,
I just
or
want to
even
see.
if you don't get your news and all, you even want to use talking points, retweets, make videos on. This is a guy you want to use for news. Unreliable person. I know the Snyderverse isn't coming back. Does Zack have any pics of Superman smiling? Just saying. Zack Snyder Justice League sequel ideas are awful. And you know what's so crazy? This guy went to a Frank Miller event that had Zack Snyder there. Zack Snyder was answering questions or asking questions to Frank Miller, and they were having this discussion and talks. And this guy is saying all this shit.
Hey, who else was at that Frank Miller thing? I remember. Me and Apex Lux.
There's a whole video on it. A whole video. Huge video. Man,
I wonder why he didn't put out the whole video, the whole interview. Crazy, right? Oh my God. And Cozy, I want my props, bro. Didn't I tell you somebody got video of that fucking Zack Snyder screening at
yes,
WB? Didn't I say that?
I had to say,
Didn't I say that, bro?
I had to give Sky his props. I had to give him his props.
I told you.
I'm over here like, yo, it's rules. They ain't gonna, I'm over here thinking like Marvel, like they ain't gonna put a red laser on you if you pull out a phone. So I'm like, all right, bro.
No, you want to know why
I gotta give him his props.
Recording was allowed, bro? Because they didn't want any of the videos to get out. That's why. Right?
Okay.
Promise you, bro. And then what happened after that is I also realized, hey, see, we needed to be there, bro. The only chance for everybody to get the whole video is if the syndicate would have been there. That'd have been the only way.
That's facts. Because like even like learning from that Frank Miller event of just like how people could just get away with like any
posting narratives, bro. Yeah.
Or even like let's just say like WB, if they had their own thing, a recording, they can get away with whatever part of it they want to release, and there could be a major question and a major answer that Zack gives, and they don't release that. So like I'm peeping like, oh, okay.
I told you, bro. I was like, there's no way that nobody got footage of that. I was like, I told you.
You did. You did.
And somebody probably got the whole thing too.
Yeah.
Probably. Somebody probably got the whole thing. But see, hey, I'm telling you, man. See, but they don't want it out, bro, because I'm telling you, dog, right? Because all these narratives would go away. They would cease to exist. But let's keep going.
Made these tweets, and he's supposed to be a Zack Snyder fan. All right. And funny enough, he's not the only person that's grifting and being like this. It just so happens he's the person.
Wait, whoa. Now, because I don't remember, so let me ask you: were these the only tweet examples that you were using, and like story examples? Because I think no, from Cosmic Book News though.
Yeah, it was
okay. No. I just had to ask.
I think there's one more set, if I'm not mistaken, but other than that, yeah. It was just these. Yeah.
No, I just didn't want to start showing these other receipts if you were going to go into those as well. That's what I was about to say from Cosmic Book News, because it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. Like, look, I'll just start, right? I'll just start with this one. Okay.
As Zack Snyder's Justice League sequel ideas are awful. That's a nasty title. Oh my God.
As a so-called DC historian, you should be livid what Snyder did to Superman.
Oh.
I'm tired of fans shilling for Snyder who don't have a clue about Superman.
This was in 2024. Oh my! Wait,
no, bro.
No,
this has been going on for years, dog.
Yo, what the?
Oh no.
Yo.
Oh no, but wait. There's more. No, this ain't even the end
So
of it.
wait, hold on. We gotta wait.
This ain't even the end of it, bro.
We can't go too fast. Wait,
Okay.
So we're shilling because we like Snyder and we prefer Snyder's DC, and we're shilling for a director that we're fans of. But if we're shilling, what is he doing? If we're shilling, why is he going to a Frank Miller event that has Zack Snyder? Why are you covering news about Zack Snyder if we're shilling?
Why are you constantly antagonizing his fan base? Constantly. Right? As we are showing. Right? Bro, you know what's so funny? I don't even got that many tweets talking shit about James Gunn movies, bro. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. That is a fact.
This is nasty. Yo.
This is nasty work, bro.
Cosmic, come here. Give me your DC fan card, bro.
He's like,
talking about I'm a DC historian. You should be living what Snyder did to Super. Bro, what are you talking, man? Yeah, nah, bro. Give me your card and get out my face. Because what do you like? What?
Right? Hold up. Let me make sure.
Oh my god, I don't know if I'm ready for these. Hold on. This.
You know what? No. Let's go even back to the days of future past, right? Let's even go
y'all
back.
Got Nessa in here saying he full of shit. Man, look what y'all got. Look, Cosmic, look what you got Nessa saying about you.
Right.
Full of shit. Ooh,
right.
Ooh, you full of shit, man. What?
He said, so what? We're talking about the first appearance of a new Superman here and not the comics. Snyder also had Superman watch Pa can't die and tell his kids to have let kids die. Completely asinine. Snyder should have never directed Superman. Right? I didn't tweet this.
That's yo, what? Yo. I thought it just stopped at the Zodnek and Pa can't die. No,
bro. Hold up. And I'm glad you said that, Darshan, because just hold on to that thought. I'm glad because we're gonna talk about the Dark Knight Returns because I got the source versus a source. Once again, we're gonna discuss that. Right? Oh my Lord. But look, hey, bro, but look, I'm not even done yet. Cozy. You think I'm done, bro? Not by a long shot. Bro. My 2 cents. I don't like crypto in the new teaser. I don't like how crypto is a pain in the ass. Got a feeling Gunn can't get Superman right either. Just like Snyder. So he equated James Gunn and Zack Snyder, bro. He said they the same. They both don't get DC. But this is the guy we're supposed to be listening to. Right? This is the guy we're supposed to be listening to, bro.
Ooh, he full of shit. Yo. This is always what I wonder when people say they don't both get it right. If Zack doesn't get it right, because to me, we all know Zack and James Gunn are so polar opposites. If they're saying Zack doesn't get it right, and you're saying James Gunn doesn't get it right, who's gonna get it right? Who gets it right? Because we all know Zack got it right, but This is you're equating James Gunn. That's a disrespect to Christopher Nolan. That's a disrespect to James Cameron. That is even a
Hey,
disrespect to the Russo brothers and Chloe Zhao. To even compare James Gunn to Zack Snyder, that is a disrespectful thing to do.
DC all the way said, did Pa Kent tell Clark to let those kids die, or did he say, I don't know, maybe, admitting he doesn't know? Great point. Pa Kent was such a bad man, he died saving a dog. You know what I'm saying, right? Hey, crazy. Just because all the family had, look, I don't know. But look, nah, man. Cozy, I got a question. Do you think it stops here?
No. There's no at this point. I'd be disappointed if it stopped here.
You know what? I'm glad, bro. I'm glad because you're not going to be disappointed. Not by a long shot, bro. Yes, 100%. Snyder didn't get Superman at all. Went out of his way to destroy everything about the character, cost him the DCEU.
Went out his way to destroy everything about the character. Went out his way to destroy everything about the character. Yo. Nobody should be, if you're even considered a Snyder fan, you should not be even interacting. You should, if you're following Cosmic Book News, I'm looking at you funny because how are you following somebody that said this? The late great best Batman Kevin Conroy said, like, this is what he wanted from a Superman.
Slipknot fan asked a great question. How come they never have bad criticism about David Goyer or Christopher Nolan? That's actually that's a great thing too, because they definitely had their hands in that movie, both of them.
Because this is the thing. They don't do that because it's almost automatic career suicide if you go against Nolan. And then David Goyer, I think people just forget, and I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way, but in a way of these people forget David Goyer is the writer, and they just assume Zach wrote and directed and shot.
They know, bro. They know.
No, yeah, they know, but it's the popular thing that hate on Zach, and then they know that people don't like. I mean, if you're a fan, you know who David Goyer is, but in general, they'd be like, well, people know Zach. They don't know David Goyer like that. So it's easier just to say, hey, the guy who made this film, even though he didn't write it, but the guy who made this film.
But they complained about the writing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, but they complained about the writing. That's like, I'm like, bro.
Like, it's in the credits of the opening scene. It's in the trailer at the end of the trailer where it tells you, hey, this is the writer, this is the director, this is the executive producer. Like,
hey, I got a question, bro. Do you think we're done?
I hope not.
You hope not, bro?
This, oh my God. By the way, people, this Cosmic Book News typed all this out. He Cosmic Book News tweeted this out. This is all him. We had nothing to do with this. I have Photoshop and I make Photoshop, but I don't take the time out to make false tweets.
Yeah. Nah, way too much. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on that one for last. Okay.
Oh man.
It's from November 22nd, 2021. Where's Snyder doing shitty zombie movies at Netflix? Question mark.
So it's like he went from the DC hate now to Oh man. Oh my god.
Crazy, right?
Shitty zombie
Crazy.
movies
This
is
this from
wild.
2021. This is after the Snyder Cut came out, bro. You realize that?
Over 26. Yo. Yo. What the fuck?
Hey, you think we're done, bro?
I don't think we're done.
You think we're done, bro?
I don't even feel
Do you think we're done, bro?
the atmosphere right now in this room. I don't think we're done. Like it just shitty zombie movies on Netflix. Great, yo.
Yeah, bro. TJ said he's very anti-Netflix. Strange. I wonder why. Exactly. And no, but this is the guy that we're supposed to listen to about not wanting DC at Netflix. Right? This is the guy. This is the guy. He wanted some attention, so we're gonna give him some today. SPR Dave said, are we done with what? Bro, I keep asking Cozy, does he think we're done with the receipts, bro? Right?
We ain't done.
Because he has some receipts, right? We covered those, and now we bringing out more receipts. Cozy wasn't even aware of these receipts, bro.
Nah, I thought I had receipts in the one shots. I'm like, oh look, yeah. Nah. These are like missiles compared. I brought bullets. These are missiles. I'm like, yo,
bro.
Whoa.
How about this for a missile, right? The issue was more that Zack Snyder has zero clue about Superman. Fucking zero. This is from November 19th, 2021.
This is after the Snyder. Yo.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
No. Look. I understood with the zombie thing, right? You're saying this. No, this is like this tweet right here is atrocious. You're saying this after the Snyder Cut. After we've seen Superman come back from the dead, seeing him standing in the light with the rest of the Justice League,
smiling,
yo, helping up Batman. Like, hey, here, let me help you up. Smiling with the rest of the
pull
Justice
Batman
League.
Out of the darkness, bro, into the light.
And you gonna say he doesn't have a zero clue about Superman? Yeah, man. Hey, Comic Book News, fries in the bag, man. Put the
fries in the bag, homie.
Oh my, yo.
And make sure you don't forget my ketchup.
That ice cream machine better be working. Don't you
he
dare
said he tagged Zack Snyder too. Yeah, he tagged him. This is the one. This is the guy that we're supposed to listen to, bro. This is the guy.
Crazy.
This is the guy. Now, Cozy.
No, I think there's more receipts. Yes,
look. Now, I was saving this one.
Okay.
Because I think this is gonna let everybody in here know that if they are a Zack Snyder fan and you come to me parroting something that this man has said, crazy. Can't do that. Nessa said there's fucking more. No, I've been holding on to this one.
Yo, I'm like you know, so I'm like, there's more. How's it like what is worse than Zach has fucking no clue about Superman and tweeting this?
What
is worse than this? What is worse than this guy? Please.
My opinion. Zack Snyder sold out a lot of his supporters once the Snyder Cut got greenlit. Dude never brought up politics or any bullshit before that. Fuck him. That's what he said.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Somebody get these beggars out of here.
Hey, hey, hey! Did I, bro? Told y'all, bro. I told y'all it's gonna be a nasty one. I told y'all, bro. I told you guys. I told you. Nessa said, "Wow, just nasty, nasty work." Right? Yeah. Right. Right. Today is a day for truth. Shout out Frank C for sure. For sure. Shout out Frank C, man. Hey, he the one compiled a lot of this stuff and slid it to your boy. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but look, this is what we got to do. DC all the way says Zack stays away from politics. As far as I've seen, I have no idea what his political views are. Nobody knows. What's your thoughts, Cozy? Bro, you seem kind of taken aback by this post, bro.
Because it's that last part. It's that last part that really like
fuck him, right? Bro, he said, yo.
like what you like, yo,
crazy.
I wish I was Zach's angry translator because I'm like, what you mean you showed up to an event to watch me and Frank Miller have a conversation and you had this tweet out saying fuck me. What you mean by that, bro?
What do you mean by that?
Like what do you mean by that? Sold out a lot of his supporters once the Snyder Cut got greenlit. How and what?
Shout out Apex Lux. I see you, bro.
Shout out. Yo, in what way did he sell us out?
Crazy, bro.
Snyder Cut got greenlit. We got the movie. What did he sell out on? Yo, oh my god, yo, yeah. Hey, Matt, we know what you look like. We know what your face that's attached to this, to this bullshit. We know what you look like. I would say not to show your face at any Zach event, but you're putting money in their pocket, so I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop free money from a hater into
Frank
his pocket.
Just sent more, bro.
Oh my god, yo! I already got a gut punch for fuck him, yo. Nah, look, I'm not even trying to sound tough or anything, but you guys see me about those words about my goat. What? This guy saved a lot of people's lives thanks to ZSJL, and you're gonna say fuck him?
Crazy, bro. Nasty work. But
he helping keep your lights on because you talking about him and you saying fuck him. Yeah, nah, bro.
Karam said, Cosmic News should join this stream right now and answer the questions live. That would be a real cosmic horror. Hey, yo, somebody tell him, yo, I'll send him a link. For sure.
Yeah, I got some words for you, bro.
I will send him a link. Here we go, folks. It's another Zack Snyder flop. With it looking like Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon franchise is dead, the franchise just took another hit as the mobile game Bloodline failed to chart in Netflix's most played rankings. According to data, Rebel Moon Bloodline, which launched on July 15, didn't even crack the top 15 list of most played Netflix games. You know what's so funny? Because this is before Rebel Moon Bloodline ended up winning Netflix Game of the Year. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny how that goes?
So we're just putting out anything. That's one. We're just putting out anything. You saying Rebel Moon Bloodline flop? Like you said, it won Game of the Year. And then you're calling Rebel Moon a franchise is dead when there's comics, podcasts,
Oh my god, bro.
VR game, mobile game,
VR game, a mobile game coming out. They still dropping DLC for the like. What are we talking about?
Hold on. Oh, you can't see. Hold on. Maybe I gotta turn off. Fuck. Hold on. Real quick. If my computer stops being like it, there we go. Yo, what we talking about? This was at a Walmart. Cop this at Walmart, bro.
Hey,
what
bro.
we talking about? Failed, bro. Hey. If you interview Zach, go ask him. Hey, did Rebel Moon fail? You go ask him and tell him to himself that Rebel Moon failed. It's a IP that he created that failed. You go tell him that and see what he says.
All right, one more thing that the homies just shot me. Hold up.
That's crazy.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah. I played this video on my
okay. Okay,
no,
look.
you can play.
I'll wait.
Play here because this was oh my god, this was nasty.
All right. I'll play it now. Hold on. Here we go.
It's once again said that James Gunn is out as head of DC Studios with the sale of Warner Brothers Discovery. This time, it's even said Gunn is out with the sale of WBD to Netflix. The info comes from a YouTuber who apparently has connections within the industry. The reason Netflix wants Gunn out is DCU is too goofy. And just as I've been told, there's big concerns what Gunn is going to do with Batman. Just watch that Supergirl trailer.
Mind you, this is the same guy that says DC fans don't want DC at Netflix. And you know what I love about that video? He just debunked everybody in the fandom who's passing this false narrative around of, they're gonna keep James Gunn if WB goes to Netflix. That right there just debunked all of that. All of that. Let alone if nobody wants to use that, y'all love using the Ted Sarandos said Superman underperformed. Why would he keep Gunn if Superman underperformed? If he himself is using Superman underperformed. But hey,
you know what's crazy, bro? Hold on. I want to stay on this guy for a little bit because not only has he been a part in spreading all this misinformation and shit about Netflix and what Zach got going on, bro, he's also one of the main people that's been pushing this whole Zach is going to come back and do the Dark Knight Returns thing with Ben Affleck.
Oh,
as somebody brought up in the chat earlier, I think it's time. I think it's time to do that.
Mind us out.
Because look, I'm not one to poo-poo people trying to speculate. Obviously, I've had my own theories and stuff like that. If you remember the whole Man of Steel sharpening and all that stuff, and right, it go back to back then, all the way back then. So I'm not gonna sit up here and poo-poo anybody's theories. Wait, first let me check this poll in the chat. I said and we got 41 votes. I said, how much credibility does Cosmic Book News have left? 7% says some, he gets everything wrong. Or wait, no, some, everyone gets things wrong. 10% is at plenty. The criticism is overblown. Very little, too many bad scoops has 24%, and zero they're cooked is coming in at 59%. So
hey, to all those people who voted for that, it's overblown.
Some and plenty.
Hey, yeah, I hope after this you regretted voting for that. I hope you regretted voting for that.
Right? Hey, look, I'm just saying, bro. Right? But look, there's been a lot, bro. There's been a lot of talk and theories about Zack coming back and directing The Dark Knight Returns. And Cosmic Book News has even been pushing that, saying like, hey, yeah, it's Ben Affleck, and then there may even be a Snyderverse return followed up with it, right? Ben Affleck's going to be in The Dark Knight Returns. Ben Affleck is going to be in The Dark Knight Returns. Ben Affleck is going to be in The Dark Knight Returns. Right? Guys, wasn't Zack just with Frank Miller when he was doing his tour, his book tour, talking about his career? Yes. So don't that mean that Ben Affleck is going to be in The Dark Knight Returns, Sky? Ain't that what that means? Ain't that what that means, Sky? Here is Zack Snyder himself. Okay? Let me get to the timestamp. Y'all think we playing games, bro. Let me get to this timestamp.
The Batman has the right idea.
Because I had it there, but all right, here we go. Yeah. I just had to get that together. We look, I'm about to let you guys hear Zack Snyder himself. Right? Because I saw somebody tweeted this out, but I don't think a tweet does enough, right? Like, I don't think text does it. Maybe you guys need to hear it through from his own voice. Like, I listen to the source about these things. Not a source, the source. Okay? This is Zack Snyder on the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast. May 25th, 2021. Right after the Snyder Cut came out. Let's hear what this man had to say.
I was thinking the other day, I mean, obviously you have Dawn, then it leads into 300. I'm curious, like, Dark Knight Returns for me, like many, it was Watchmen and Dark Knight Returns were the two.
That's my white whale, Dark Knight Returns.
So that's what I was going to ask.
White whale.
That's my holy grail. One day up there.
Holy grail. One day up there, right? So we also remember how he said that was probably going to be his last comic book movie, right? That was in another interview where he's like, yo, where do you go from there? So White Whale, Holy Grail, probably going to be the last comic book movie he ever makes. He's been very clear about this shit. I'm tired of having to rehash these conversations that we should already know, bro. This is crazy, but we ain't got to the good part yet. Let's see what he says.
You obviously, you mind parts of it in a way for BVS, but
I remember
that story remains.
This was like, I think you shot too much of that to make it. And I was like, I haven't, I promise you.
So is that a dream one day? And would it would it be Cavill and would it be Affleck? I mean, is that in your mind's eye?
I think it would just be its own thing.
Really?
Yeah, I think it would be its own thing. I would just do it 100% Watchmen style, really frame accurate, really do it.
Wait, hold on. So you mean to tell me that it would be not with Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill, and it would be a 1-for-1 adaptation from the fucking book?
Yep.
Bro, I rest my case, dog. Bro, I'm so sick of y'all, bro. I'm so sick of these conversations, dog. I swear, bro, I swear I am, bro. I swear I am. I swear I am, bro. It don't even make any sense to use Ben Affleck, bro, for Dark Knight Returns.
Or Henry. Because
Or Henry. It don't even make any sense.
it goes back to like what I said of like, because people think what you're like, you know, hinting at, or you were saying of people were thinking the next thing he's going to do is the Dark Knight Returns, when clearly he said it was going to be his last movie, which funny enough, I had conversations or seen conversations in the fandom of people saying it would be his last movie. So I don't understand how we're jumping to this conclusion of this would be the next movie. And then we're going to, that makes no sense. Especially since we still haven't had a Ben Affleck solo Batman movie, and we still have Justice League 2
and then we're gonna put fucking Superman in Ben Affleck's solo Batman movie. Oh, kind of sounds like Batman versus Superman, doesn't it? Like, kind of sounds like it kind of sounds like something we just fucking had, bro. What are we talking about?
Like, it doesn't even make sense, like continuity wise. Like, we just had BVS where they fought each other. Superman sacrifices himself fighting Doomsday. Yeah, you're gonna fight each other.
Get hit with a nuke and turn skinny all over again, right? And Batman's gonna build his suit, right, and fight him all over again.
And this is supposed to happen. We're supposed to get this before Justice League 2 and 3. that don't make sense, bro. Like,
yo, this shit is never mind. It's ridiculous. That's what I was gonna say.
And look, I'm not the fucking fan authority checking your cars or whatever, but how are y'all Zack fans and y'all don't even remember or know the information that the man himself, the boss man himself, the source is telling you these things of, hey, I want one day I want to do my Dark Knight Returns. I want to do Dark Knight Returns. It's gonna be a 1-for-1 like Watchmen. No, Ben and Henry aren't gonna be Batman and Superman in it. Meaning it's gonna be different actors playing Batman and Superman. I don't understand how people aren't remembering or not even just remembering, knowing this information. Like, who is telling y'all that this is the next thing he's gonna do?
Who told you that? Who gave you that piece of information?
Who gave you that piece of information?
Watch this, right? Darshan says, "What's up with the Instagram post then?" When he was posting Wonder Woman, was he not? Was he posting Wonder Woman, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's been posting a lot of people that was in the movie.
He posted Henry not that long ago,
bro.
He posted,
and I asked this question. See, look, I'm about to say something, bro, and let's just keep it a buck. I'm gonna need everybody to be honest. I asked the homie Apex Lux this question earlier. Zach also just said something about needing a bigger pond, recently, right? He just said that.
Mhm.
You know, when he kind of hinted at casting, when he skipped the rock across the pond, he said, "Oh, I think I may need a bigger pond." Cozy, can you, and I need the chat to answer this question too. What is a bigger pond? The Dark Knight Returns or the Justice League?
Justice League.
It's not even a
Without
fucking question, right?
yeah.
It's not even a question.
Bigger pond. Not even just Justice League, but other things that could come out from those Justice League.
Bro, the Justice League has the ability to bring in damn near the entirety of the DC universe.
Exact facts.
Right? The Dark Knight Returns was a linear, singular story.
Yeah.
That's like low key in Elseworlds. Right? Like, what are we talking about? Right? Like,
no, literally, yeah. Like, y'all want, like, y'all think Batman, because if you read The Dark Knight or The Dark Knight Returns, you would know that, like, that doesn't lead to them coming together and fighting together. No, that Dark Knight Returns doesn't spawn off Justice League. That like I said, continuity wise, even doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense, bro. So if we're gonna go off Instagram posts, right? If we're gonna go off Instagram posts, why not go off that one too?
And my thing is, why?
Hey,
why is it,
here's the
why
thing. I don't care what the streets are digging. I don't care because it's a lie.
Yeah.
Right? That is the point.
Let me say this.
That is the point, to get people. Oh yeah, I would want to see that. Oh yeah, I would want to see a Zack Snyder do a dark. It's bruh, that's not what's about to happen.
But not only that, people keep bringing up the Frank Miller event. Y'all realize it's Frank Miller's event. He is doing a book tour. Zach is a big fan of Frank
guests
Miller
at the other stops, bro. That
Yeah.
shit is crazy, bro.
But not only that, Zach is a big fan of Frank Miller. If y'all go look, take the time out after the stream, take the time out, go watch that the video Sky dropped of the whole interview.
Yep. Watch this. So we're saying that because if we're gonna say that Zach is gonna do a Dark Knight Returns movie with Ben Affleck, then that means Henry Cavill is gonna be in it too, right? Right? No.
That's what I guess the streets are saying,
Right? So it's gonna be both of them.
Family. I mean, to these people,
and then it's gonna launch the Snyderverse. See, and here's the thing: I'm not even saying that they're not gonna do a movie. They could do a Batman movie, right? I'm not saying Zack Snyder's not gonna direct a Batman movie. I wouldn't say that. He just might. But do I believe that it's going to be the Dark Knight Returns?
Absolutely not. No.
Absolutely not, bro. Because if Ben is in it, I believe Zach. And y'all asking me about why am I feeling this way? I just played what Zack Snyder said. I'm going off what he said.
Yeah.
If he said, hey, I'm not doing this with the same actors, why wouldn't I go off what he said? Especially when it makes no sense.
And the other thing is, y'all think the next thing is a Batman movie, which cool.
Y'all in trouble now. No, y'all in trouble. No, they're in trouble now, bro. Apex Lux is in the building, bro.
y'all
Oh
fucked
my
up.
god, bro.
Y'all
bro.
fucked up. Y'all fucked up.
Hey, I'm going on mute, bro.
What's good? What's good, man?
What's
I
good,
just
man?
caught, fellas. I'm doing well. Hope y'all doing well. I just caught the tail end of the Dark Knight Returns conversation, man. I had to wrap up my little meeting, quote unquote. Catch me up. What am I about to eviscerate here?
Bro,
Throw me an alley-oop.
I'm talking about. Look, I just said I'm not saying Zack is not gonna direct a Batman movie.
Right.
I'm just saying it ain't about to be the Dark Knight Returns. It makes no sense. I played the clip. It makes no sense canon wise. If you're gonna have Ben Affleck come back and play in the Dark Knight Returns before you launch the Snyderverse, makes no sense. I played the clip of him saying that it's gonna be different people. And we pretty much talked about how even if you just look at the timeline wise, it makes no sense. So we're not saying, oh yeah, and I covered that bigger pond question that I asked you earlier about what is the bigger pond between the Dark Knight Returns and the Justice League.
And it's obviously Justice League.
So if we're going off Instagram posts, why aren't we going off that stuff? And they talking about, oh, he just posted with him and being, I'm like, he been posted with him and Henry, him and Gal, him and all these people. The fucking Wonder Woman wasn't in the Dark Knight Returns.
That's facts.
Facts. 100%. Here's the thing, man. I'm real tired of people playing dumb. I'm tired of people choosing to believe whatever the fuck they want to believe by using Zack's post as little breadcrumbs. Sky, you just made an incredible point when you said that if we're going off of what Zack does, why are we picking and choosing, essentially? That's essentially what you're saying. Like, why are you trying to utilize every Batman post to justify whatever the Dark Knight Returns bullshit you're trying to come up with? That's crazy. Why aren't we using all of his posts to point towards the fucking Justice League?
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
Crazy, bro.
He's literally laying breadcrumbs talking about the Justice League. But you're talking about Dark Knight Returns.
Can you answer that bigger pond question one more time? Out of like, which is a bigger pond between the Dark Knight Returns and the Justice League?
Not only will I answer it, I'm gonna be a little more vitriolic about that shit. It's the bigger pond is obviously Justice League, because Justice League leads to the bigger potential for greater expansion of the DC universe. Now here's the vitriolic part. I don't give a fuck about the Dark Knight Returns, bro, compared to the greater DC universe. I don't give a fuck. And this is a Batman fan we're talking to. Me. One of, if not the biggest one y'all have ever met. Don't get it twisted. I don't give a damn about having a social media account that talks about live action Batman or not. Motherfucker, you're not touching me when it comes to Batman and information about Batman. Top to bottom, live action, comic book, cartoon. Anyway. So coming from a guy like me, do I care about the Dark Knight Returns? Would I love a one-to-one adaptation? 1,000% absolutely. Do I want that before I get Ben Affleck's solo Batman film and Zack Snyder's return to DC proper? Fuck no. Are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? Why am I so passionate about that? If you get the Dark Knight Returns, that's it. He's done. Zack said it himself. The Dark Knight Returns does not signal more DC from Zack. It signals him done with DC. He said it.
Finished with comic book movies.
Period. Point blank.
Comic book movies in general. He said, where do you go after that?
Facts. He did Watchmen. He's given incredible adaptations of Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman. He's launched an entire DC universe, and then he's going to then go to The Dark Knight Returns. The man has done it all in regards to being the DC guy, the most iconic, the ones that make you question mythology. Why would he go anywhere else? Why would he do another DC project after that? And damn sure, why would he go to Marvel?
Hey, real quick, Darshan says, "Hey Leon, what if The Dark Knight Returns is in
Oh
Snyderverse?"
my God.
I will ask. I will
Wait,
answer the
wait,
question.
what? Wait. Don't even answer it. Just say the question because I wasn't looking.
It was like, what if The Dark Knight Returns is in the Snyderverse?
Okay, go ahead and answer that, bro. Jesus Christ.
Okay, my answer to that would be, I just played a clip where Zack Snyder said it wouldn't be. You know what? Hold on. I'll actually.
You gonna play it again?
Clip back. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna let you guys hear him say that it would be its own thing. I'm gonna let you guys hear him say it once
and
again.
Part of my background noise, y'all, if y'all hear, because I'm kind of driving. But go ahead.
Nah, I don't even really hear anything.
Okay, that's what's up.
Hold up. Let's see.
Yeah, I got you. Way for BVS, but the
I remember
that story remains.
This was like, I think you shot too much of that to make it. And I
Oh
was
wait, no, here we go.
Okay,
That's my only
300
time. It was right after they had done the prequels and before the sale.
Yeah, I got
I
you.
just was like, you know what?
I was thinking the other day, I mean, obviously you have Dawn, then it leads into 300. I'm curious, like, Dark Knight Returns for me, like many, it was Watchmen and Dark Knight Returns were the two.
That's my white whale, Dark Knight Returns.
So that's what I was going to ask. Okay,
that's my holy grail. One day, up
so
there.
You obviously, you mind parts of it in a way for BVS, but I remember that story remains.
This was like, I think you shot too much of that to make it. And I was like, I haven't, I promise you.
So is that a dream one day? And would it would it be Cavill and would it be Affleck? I mean, is that in your mind's eye?
I think it would just be its own thing.
Really?
Yeah, I think it would be its own thing. I would just do it 100% Watchmen style, really frame accurate, really, really do it.
Okay, so once again, like, why is that? Like, why are you guys asking me that question when I just played Zack Snyder saying that it's not? Like, don't ask me. I'm going off of what he said.
Yo,
exactly. And that's the only way that it would be different enough for it to exist, right, Karam?
Leon, why would what if it's Snyderverse? How would it be Snyderverse? Outside of it being a verse and Snyder doing it, outside of the literal name, how is it Snyderverse as we colloquially know it as? What were you going to say?
So the Instagram post is nothing, I guess. My point is,
wait. Oh my God. Wait. No. Now you're pissing me off. How the fuck is this nothing? He's talking about Justice League. Quit fucking playing. He's talking about Justice League, bro. Stop fucking playing. He's either talking about that or he's talking about Ben Affleck's solo Batman. I'm getting no. This got me heated now. So we got nothing else. So since when is the only option The Dark Knight Returns? Since when is that the only option? I want the chat to answer this. Since when is The Dark Knight Returns now the de facto fucking option? When did that happen? When? I need a motherfucker to answer that for me, please. This is crazy. Now I'm going on mute. I'm getting pissed. I'm going on mute.
And my thing is,
go ahead, Cozy.
You were just in here when he played it the first time, and I mentioned how continuity-wise it doesn't make sense. How are you going to do The Dark Knight Returns when you just did BVS?
And you used a lot of the elements. Not all, but a lot for the movie. for that movie, they used a lot. They didn't use all of the elements because he is right. It can be a straight up one-to-one adaptation, and that would be the reason that the movie would need to exist, because there is no one-to-one adaptation, and it is different enough where you can still make that version. Absolutely. But no, a lot of the elements from Batman vs Superman were taken from that movie and used. So, hey, I'm listening to Zack Snyder. I don't know where you guys are getting your information from, right? I don't care.
Nah, bro, it's simple.
Who told you that? Who gave you that piece of information?
Hey.
Oh, my bad. I didn't even know you were doing that because I'm not even looking at the screen, but it's simple, bro. It's very, 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 very simple. Anybody out here trying to act like The Dark Knight Returns is the de facto option is an op at this point. I'm saying that because that's crazy as hell. How do we go from just championing The Dark Knight Returns and pretending like every piece of information that Zack Snyder is posting and talking about is now supposed to be zeroed in on The Dark Knight Returns? How did that happen? That's crazy as hell. Did we not watch Zack Snyder's Justice League? Did we not leave off on Martian Manhunter talking to Batman and telling him his parents would be proud, and now they got a fucking mission? What are we talking about right now? Stop playing. Stop playing in the chat. We're not doing this today. Stop playing in the chat. This is fucking crazy right now. I'm getting pissed off talking about this.
I want to build off of what Leon said, because shout out to the Sean Joel guy, because he said Dark Knight Returns talk is the same nonsense as the animated Snyder stuff, which I agree, because I was thinking earlier, I'm like, everybody knows the Batman movie we all want is a solo Batman movie with him fighting Deathstroke. Why are we talking about a Batman? Because Scott, you brought this up earlier about the Dark Knight Returns is the last stop. Last stop. So that what this tells me is it's not people want the dark, or the people who are passing this information on. It's they don't want the Dark Knight Returns. They're doing what they tried to do before of, hey, we need to nip this in the bud and not have Zack at DC no more. That's what this sounds like. Because how are you bringing up the Dark Knight Returns?
I'm not even going to interrupt. I'm just going to say this. Boom! You hit it right on the head, bro. Me and Scott have been talking about this ad nauseum behind the scenes. But go ahead, cook, bro, because you're absolutely right. That's what they're doing, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Zack said this is the Dark Knight Returns. What is his white whale? It's the last comic book movie he would ever do, and we're bringing this up.
Man. It's my white whale. It's my holy grail. Yeah, right. And then in another conversation, he said, "Yeah, that's the last comic book movie I'm ever doing." Because where do you go from there? Absolutely.
Facts.
Go ahead. Coach.
So how are y'all championing? It's not even y'all championing a solo Batman movie. You're championing a movie that A, doesn't have Ben Affleck or Henry Cavill. B, it's not the continuations of Justice League. And C, it's literally the last thing Zack said it's the last comic book movie he would ever do. So why are we bringing this up now when knowing we haven't got a Batman solo film? People are still asking for a Man of Steel 2. People are asking for Wonder Woman 3, Justice League 2 and 3. And if we get what we want, hopefully we can get a Flash and Cyborg movie like we were supposed to. Like Sky pointed out with that post of the pawn, there is more bigger stuff as DC fans that we can get from this universe. And y'all are talking about a movie, a one-to-one adaptation that doesn't have Ben Affleck, doesn't have Henry Cavill, and you're championing for a movie that's the last stop when there's so much more before we get to that.
Look, and I will repeat this again. I'm not saying that Zack doesn't direct a Batman movie. That could absolutely be happening.
Mm-hmm.
right? That uses Ben Affleck. I think that can absolutely be happening. Do I think it's The Dark Knight Returns? Absolutely not, bro. I don't. I think if Ben is in it, which he just teased, right?
Yeah.
So why can't that be what is for, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Zack is gonna direct the Batman movie. Okay, cool. Like, I'm cool with it.
Same.
You think I'm gonna be mad if they say Zack Snyder's fucking directing a Batman movie?
Ben Affleck said that he wants Zack to do it anyway.
Right?
Y'all remember that?
Exactly.
Ben Affleck
bro.
said he still wants to do his solo Batman film, and he wants Zack to do it. Man, we asked this dude at Full Circle all type of questions about Batman, and he dodged them questions, bro. The only thing he kind of entertained was the Robin question.
Hey, Leon, what's so funny?
What's
Because I
up?
know you weren't in here. He played those clips for these people. He played those clips for these people. Yeah, he played Ben Affleck dodging the questions.
Hey,
yeah.
You know what's hilarious? I pretty much been here the whole time, but I wasn't listening because I was entertaining Shorty or whatever, and I had it on mute, and we were just chatting and talk. She was like, "Oh, so this is what y'all do?" I'm like, "Yeah, woo, 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 blah blah blah," and then I started turning up a little bit to listen, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to listen to y'all and her at the same time. So I was like, let me hurry up and wrap this whole thing up because y'all were saying things. Y'all said something that was like, I was like, huh? I was like, I don't know if it was something like it was. I don't know if somebody was giving y'all pushback or I misheard. But I was like, let me mute this again. So I walked straight to her car and I was like, let me jump on because I gotta run some errands anyway. Bro, this how passionate I was about jumping on this, bro. I got my laptop in the damn passenger seat. I'm set up looking crazy. I look like a cop right now. You heard? that's how much I want to go. So that's why when the chat tripping, I'm like, nah, man, we're not doing this today. We're not playing stupid. You're not about to sit here and act like, and I didn't even know Scott did all that work. Bravo to you, bro, for doing the work as usual.
No,
trying to
shout out
inform
to
the
the
people.
chat too, bro, because they helped too, man. They were sending me stuff too, bro. Facts.
Hey,
bro.
shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the chat, man, for real. And shout out to you, Cozy. But point being, I appreciate it. But point being, we're not doing this today, man. All this work that's been put in, not only by all of us that we just named, but by Zack himself. Zack's not out here playing with us like that. He's not showing you Ben Affleck. If he's going to tease The Dark Knight Returns, guess what the fuck he's going to do? He's going to tease a picture of The Dark Knight Returns. Stupid. Quit playing. That's so dumb. I'm going to tease The Dark Knight Returns, but I'm going to show the guy that I'm not going to put in it.
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
The fuck? I'm going to talk about BVS. I'm going to talk about
use a song from Justice League, and then use a song from Justice League. Talking about a bigger pond, all that stuff, right? But then we're talking about The Dark Knight Returns.
That was such a Justice League tease. That song was Batman recruiting. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Yeah. They playing, bro. They playing in the chat, bro. They playing in the chat. Stop playing in the chat.
It's
crazy,
bro. Hey, we had to do this, bro. This had to be done, bro. This conversation needed to happen. It's crazy because look, I always say, man, as high as we go, we only be standing on each other's shoulders, man. Because this stream is a great example of how that is, bro. Because like I used a lot, like I was reacting to the Cozy video on One Shots where he was giving a lot of the receipts. Then I brought a lot more dangerous receipts that came from the homies. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, and then we get all kind of footage sent to us, and you know, it's like, hey, we do this together. Boom. That's just what I was trying to say, bro. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The homie Apex Lux come through because it's like, yeah, bro, we be having these conversations behind the scenes, and It's just like, man, it's been getting frustrating with this Dark Knight Returns conversation, bro. I'm like, look, like, are we really sitting here saying that that's what it is? Like, now we're starting to accept the fact that Zack is coming back. See, and this is what bothers me too. Oh yeah, I'm like really glad that we're here now. This is the perfect segue. That's why I can't stand none of y'all scoopers, bro. None of y'all can hold a candle to Mikey Sutton, bro. Not, bro.
R.I.P. to the homie.
Not even 1,000 of y'all motherfuckers, bro. See, because here's the part that bothers me is that they all know what's true. They all know what's happening. Is this a little secret that the homie let me in on? And it makes perfect sense, right? They know all of this shit. They just can't be honest with you guys. And the fact that we are being honest with you guys, it's a problem. It's a problem. Right? That is what has happened. All of you guys pretend to be doing what you're doing and you act like you're good at it and you act like you're fighting against the system. But you're a part of it. You're not a rogue.
Facts.
Yeah, right? You're not a rebel. You're part of this system.
Facts.
Each and every single one of y'all. And you show it every time when given the opportunity. Y'all are shit on real fans
so real.
and for people that like are really out here trying to give the information to the people and just, hey, engage with the fans. But then you'll turn around and peddle false fucking information to those same people.
Facts.
While calling us liars and grifters and shit. Right? It's insane. It's insane. And like then you want to say, oh yeah, well, he timed the post. How many times has Zach posted something while I've been live? Huh?
A lot.
Do I go on Twitter? Hey guys, Zach posted this while I was live again. Hey, you know what? Maybe I should be doing that. Right? Maybe I should act like y'all. Maybe that's what I need to start doing. Right? Acting like the rest of y'all motherfuckers. Yeah, get out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. That's not my calling. That's not what I do. That's not what I need to do. That's not what I feel compelled to do.
Oh yeah,
I could,
but
though.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. That's hilarious.
What were you saying, Apex?
No, I'm glad you brought that up. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, bro. Almost every time I be live, damn near, Zach be posting stuff, right? Show it, talk about it. It's great. But what I also don't do is be antagonistic towards his fan base. And be going in their mentions, talking shit about Zack Snyder. Right? Crazy, bro. Nah, I ain't playing these games with these people, bro.
Or pretending to be an antagonist towards a certain director and then show up to that same director's movie with their freaking shirt on and talk about how empty the crowd is.
Oh, yeah. Also that. Hey, SPR Dave said, hey, ask Leon if he's okay if they do ZSJL 2 and 3 in a comic book form and then do the Dark Knight Returns movie.
Yeah, SBR trying to piss me off. That's what you trying to do. That's what you trying to do. You already know better.
Yeah, bro. Oh my God, man. Mama Bear said you're gonna make him implode.
Man, I hate
bro.
The two biggest things I hate is that comic form talk and that animation talk. I hate that shit, man.
Crazy, bro. Nah, that's wild. Man, look, I'm probably about to start wrapping this thing on up, man. Like, look, let's start going around. Cozy, man, what's your final thoughts, bro, as we start closing this thing on up, man?
Final thoughts are, hey, once again, I thought I was bringing bullets, some major bullets, some hollows when it came to, breaking down cosmic book news, but Sky pulled up with missiles, and I was like, hey,
With
man,
a
I
fucking
respect it.
Scud missile, bro. You think I'm playing? This artillery over here, bro. Shout out to my 13 Bravos.
And man, I thought I was doing something. I was like, yo, hey, it's not he got more artillery. I got respect. So obviously at this point, I ask and implore everybody, hey, send this stream to everybody. Share it, make a tweet about it, send it to Cosmic Book News himself so you can see the bullshit he did. And if y'all are seeing people still retweeting, still posting information from Cosmic Book News at this point, they opt. Or if it's somebody that really doesn't know, then send them this. Like, once again, send them, hey, don't trust Cosmic Book News. Here's why. Send the stream. Boom. But that, and then also y'all keep seeing this Dark Knight Returns bullshit spin going on. Hey, let people know, hey, yo, like, y'all know now, if you're not, you're not a usual in the streams, you should know now, hey, Zack himself, you heard it twice. Sky played it twice. Zack said it wouldn't be Ben, it's not gonna be Henry, it's gonna be a 1-to-1 adaptation, and it's a movie he's gonna do at the end of his comic book movie run. So people trying to spin this whole, oh yeah, he's gonna do the Dark Knight Returns next. No. And once again, to let everybody know, me, Sky, and Leon are saying he's never doing the Dark Knight Returns. We're saying
we're not even saying that he's not doing a Batman movie next.
Yeah.
We're not even saying that.
We're just saying the Dark Knight Returns is not the next movie. There's still more to this pawn. So that's all I gotta say.
Appreciate you, Cozy. And it's a link in the description to that One Shots video that we reacted to earlier over on the Lethal Geeks. Y'all be sure to go on over to that video, check out the rest of it, and smash that like button over there as well. You know what I mean? We appreciate you pulling up, bro.
Oh yeah.
All right. Apex Lux, man, what's your final thoughts, bro, as we close this thing on out? And yeah. We just love the discourse over here, bro. And we love the passion and energy too, bro. For sure.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I appreciate y'all too, and I appreciate y'all's appreciation. Here's my thing. I'm fucking done with everybody trying to clout chase this fandom. And I'm done with people trying to act like they're trying to etch their name in the echelons of history when it comes to this fandom. If you ain't did shit, you're just a motherfucker on the sidelines who just participated being via a fan. And that's okay. Stop trying to pretend like because Zack is posting something and you think you've posted something at the same time, begging for a thing. It's goofy. I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm done with the Sebas of the world who hop on TikTok and on Twitter saying goofy shit about championing James Gunn's movie, essentially, then to turn around and talk shit at the same time. I'm done with all this fake ass clout chasing movement that's been going on in this fandom lately, ever since Gunn's been on board. People doing fake fan casts for Brian Skellner or whatever the guy's name is. People trying to fan cast that dude who what's the dude's name that plays the one that you hate, you can't stand him as a casting for Bruce Wayne Batman.
Oh my God, bro. Alan Richardson, bro. Yeah. Don't do that, bro.
I'm over all that
shit. And then I saw
this
video where he said his name. James Gunn brought his name. I'm like, bro, are we serious, bro? Are we really about to fucking have, bro? Man,
and look,
mute, bro. I'm sorry.
This is why we can't listen. Real fans, real people who have been a part of this stuff from I don't know, maybe day one, whatever you want to say, right? Real people who are very passionate about this stuff, who have been keeping track of all the details, information, the sociology and culture of it all. right? Within this fandom, there's a certain culture within this fandom of positivity and negativity. Those who have kept track and have kept sort of all those things, right? We're the ones who have to protect this shit, because there's all these narratives that people want to be the prevailing narrative of the time, and it dilutes the mission plan of what we want. When everybody gets caught up in trying to bash Cell versus I want Paramount, all this bullshit. There's so many dumb little narratives that try to rule the fandom to keep us looking fractious, when the only mission is to get Zack back to DC. And if it looks like, for example, Netflix is going to get it, then obviously you champion that, right? Outside of Pam and Mike trying to restore the Snyderverse, because they try to do that, outside of that and outside of Netflix securing Warner Brothers, we have not had any clear signs of what's to come until recently, when Zack came back to Warner Brothers to host Excalibur. He got a hero's welcome. They talked about his settlement, and there have been a lot of teasing from about DC from Zack, and people writing nice articles about the guy. So outside of those three phases, restore the Snyderverse ending with Pam and Mike at that time, phasing into sells ZSJL to Netflix, phasing into what is going on now. We're still trying to figure out exactly what's going on. But I know what's not going on is Brandon Skellner getting fucking cast, Alan Richardson being fucking cast, the DCU fucking continuing, and Paramount getting this shit. That's what's not happening. We know that for sure, but you motherfuckers will sit online and twerk. And you know what also isn't happening? The Dark Knight Returns. What looks like is happening is the same thing Zack always does. He teases future plans about continuing what he started with his DCEU, his Snyderverse, and it either ramps up hardcore when things look like it's about to happen, or they slow down a bit. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what's happening right now. So what has happened? He's visited Warner Brothers. Things seem to be going well, or seem to have went well with that. The whole reason it even happened is because conversation had to have gone well before he pulled up to the lot. So I need people to get focused and stop playing in the chat. Stop playing on the socials and stop trying to clout chase and or be weirdos about this shit. Y'all ain't got no inside information that makes any sense, because if y'all did, y'all would come out and say something that made sense. And y'all ain't steering no ship, because if you did, it wouldn't be us doing it. You ain't got the juice. So just sit your asses down, stop playing in the chat, stop playing on the socials, and stop playing with the hearts and the minds of the fandom. Zack is coming back to steal a line from Integrity. Shout out to Integrity 101, who don't be playing in the chat, by the way. He kept it a buck. He's always kept it a buck. There's still a line from him. It's inevitable. Stop playing with the fandom. It's over.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro. And it's funny because Karam said Alan Richardson is a really big guy. I need a BFG 9000 before criticizing him. It's just the case. You know what's funny is that I actually really like him as an actor, right? He's just not Batman to me. But what's funny about Alan Richardson is, or just about how I feel about all these actors, is he was just in that movie War Machine playing a soldier. You know what I'm saying? I was a soldier for real, bruh.
Facts, bro.
You know what I'm saying? He was playing one in a movie.
Facts, bro.
You understand me?
Real military vets on the screen before your eyes right now.
I don't care, bro. I don't care about nobody's size, bro.
I
I remember when that
bro.
Comic-Con shit happened, and somebody was like, "Hey, Sky wasn't gonna run up on stage because who was it? Oh, they said because Frank Grillo would have did something to him." I said, bro, y'all. I said, bro, y'all talk about crossbones. I said, bro, I'm a threat for real, bro. I am Captain America. You know what I mean?
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, come on, man. I didn't go through all that military training, and I think I've said it on screen. I almost hate telling people what disciplines I know, what fighting systems I've learned. I ain't even gonna say it because you're not gonna get that advantage of knowledge. If you caught it on screen before, you caught it. But I ain't saying it today. But just say this: you ain't trying to run up on me. If he's Cap, motherfucker, I'm Winter Soldier. How about that?
Oh my God. Oh, bro, I am so not shocked right now about what is going on in the chat.
What happened?
Somebody just called us bullies, bro.
What happened?
Somebody just called us bullies, bro.
Yeah,
God,
I am a bully. What you mean? That's cool. I'm whatever you say I am that sounds negative in terms of violence and in terms of usurping and in terms of authoritative buffoonery. Yes, I am that. I am he that you say I am in that regard. Yes. But what you won't say for real, funny. By definition, is that I'm a bitch. I ain't never been that. But a bully, yeah, I'll be a bully. Cool.
They're mad because that's the same person that was like, hey, but what if it's in the Snyderverse? What if the Dark Knight Returns is in the Snyderverse? And I'm like, why don't you just listen to what Zack Snyder said?
You're a bully because you played a Zack Snyder clip, bro.
Right?
You're a bully because you're telling him Zack Snyder said that's his last movie that he's gonna do for comic books. So I guess Zack's a bully too.
Let me say this. You can't
wait real quick too. I actually do agree. He would make a great Shazam.
I agree.
Facts. 1,000%.
1,000,000%.
I could even see him playing like
I said absolute Batman.
This gonna sound funny, but Billy Batson, whatever his name is, the alter ego of Shazam. I don't mean like the child, but I mean that childlike behavior. Yeah, I can see him going, "Oh my God, gee golly," and all that. Alan Richardson has shown he could be a convincing goofball.
He would be able to do it perfectly too. And Captain Adam too. I said that too.
Captain Adam,
bro. I said that too. Yeah. I said that one of them last streams. There's a lot of characters that he'd be perfect for.
Yep.
Facts, bro.
Just not Bruce Wayne.
Just not Bruce
Batman.
Wayne. No. Unless
not even absolute Batman. I'm not even giving him that.
Oh, hey.
Just stay the hell away from Batman, bro. It's not you, bro. You're not suave, debonair, charismatic. I don't see that. I don't see billionaire playboy who traveled the globe. I don't see tragedy. I saw all of that with Ben. When Ben first got cast, I was one of the 1% of people in this world who were on board automatically. You didn't need to convince me of shit. I was like, oh, that's perfect. Dude is Bruce Wayne. When I look at Ben Affleck, I see a big white boy with tragedy in his eyes. He looks like he's gone through some shit.
Facts,
mentally, emotionally. He has in real life.
Facts, bro.
And he looks like he could pull anybody's chick. And he gets low-key hated on. Oh, Ben ain't all that. Let him run up on your bitch.
Look, Mama Bear said, I knew he was here to start Ish. You know what's funny? I did too, but I let it look, and I let it go on purpose.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that this was gonna happen.
No, fact.
Right? Like you have to look, you gotta throw the bait out there, right? And you gotta just, you know what I'm saying? You just
That's real.
Just kind of make it look like it's moving, you know what I'm saying? And then as soon as they bite, they think that motherfucker.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
For sure.
It's so crazy because he said you were bullied, you can't even speak respectfully. And it's like me and Sky said it respectfully, and you didn't understand the first time, so we got to give it to you a little roughly.
So
the
then a
second
real
time.
goon got on the panel and had to lay a smackdown on your bitch ass. Yeah, we try to be professional. You don't want to hear that? Then get the shit smacked out you. How about that?
Right.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't play that whole I'm not this and I'm not that. I'm not the villain. I'll be the villain. Batman was the villain in BVS, wasn't he?
Yep. Hey.
And we still fuck with him, don't we?
For sure.
Heavy. Give a damn about none of that. Yeah, I'm the villain. Damn right. If there's a 1% chance, it's an absolute certainty.
It's
of this
absolute certainty.
What? Quit playing.
And Mr. Sean says, do you think Zack hating execs will be shown the door? Not only are most of them already gone, but look, I've always said.
They said that in the article too. Most of them out of here.
Yeah.
Out of there.
I was like, I don't even care what happens as long as Zack is able to cook. As long as he's able to get off what he needs to get off, then I don't care. Like, just let that man come back. Put it in his, like, because look, what I do know is Zack ain't about to come back to no situation where he gonna get treated like before.
Oh yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
He ain't about to sign up for that all over again, right? No, absolutely not. And he never would, because he got way more leverage now, bro. See, they couldn't live with their own failure, and what did that bring them? Right back to Zack. You know what I'm saying? So like, bro, I'm just
back to Zack.
Hey,
you got that clip that I made?
No, I don't have that one on deck, bro. Right, but nah, man, it's just, hey, I'm sorry, man. It's just, it is what it is, and none of us said that. Hey, he can't be. And that's why all that whole bullying stuff is nonsense, because we was even saying, hey, like, we're not saying that Zack is not going to direct a Batman movie. We're just saying, hey, it's not going to be The Dark Knight Returns. And then when they say, hey, why do you guys feel that way? We play the clip of Zack Snyder saying that. And then we're still asked questions on why we feel the way we feel. I mean, it's just a little weird.
I mean, look, hostilities aside and shit, there's an order of operation for all this shit. We're not jumping ahead, right? The next thing that needs to happen is something from the Snyderverse that we've all been chomping at the bit to see continue. Why would we jump ahead of that, right? Why would we do anything else? We've been getting anything else. So why would we go out of operation order? Why would we do that? That makes zero sense. Bruce Wayne was talking to Martian Manhunter. We go from there and see what happens.
He said that's where the movie left off at,
right?
Like,
didn't Deathstroke get information about Bruce Wayne? Don't we want to see what happens after that? So right there off the bat, we already got 2 sequels right there. We got Wonder Woman staring out into the sunset or sunrise.
We got fucking Superman opening his shirt with the black.
Facts, bro.
Flash
so already we got
off.
4 movies right there. We got ZSJL 2. We got the Batman. Ben Affleck's the Batman
going off to talk to his daddy, bro.
We got Aquaman.
Flash running off.
Bruh, it could go on and on, but we want to talk about.
We got the Nightmare timeline, bro. Yeah, right. We got the Nightmare shit to address.
That's crazy.
Cyborg flying off.
That's
smiling, right? Like having finally accepted himself in his full power. Right, bro. We got all these movies, bro.
I'm getting excited just talking about it. Wait, hold on. That's Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Literally,
Ryan Choi, bro.
Oh my god,
was the head of Star Labs at the end of the movie.
Hey, what type of tech were they talking about, Sky? And
nanotech, bro.
Nanotech. And what is Ryan Choi, Sky and Cozy?
The Atom, bro. We got an Atom movie. We could get, bro. We gonna bypass all that shit, bro.
For The Dark Knight Returns, because Zack posted Ben Affleck, so that means the one thing, and not many fucking things that we just said, and now we're bullies because we want more and not less. You guys are nuts.
Oh yeah, TJ.
Stop playing
Martian
in the chat.
Manhunter. Martian Manhunter, and then the unused John Stewart Green Lantern.
Oh my god, bro.
Man, y'all about to have me say something crazy like I'd rather see the Emerald Cut than the Dark Knight Returns. Y'all about to have me say that.
Hey, that's facts, bro. Low key, bro. Low key, bro. Low key, bro. What are we talking about, bro? Fucking Batman standing on top of the tank from the dark, right? Like,
oh my god, right?
No,
Come on,
let
bro.
me, no. I'm sorry. I gotta say this because I feel like I see this
The
every
War
single
Machine
time.
he was standing on top of the Bat
You
tank.
had
War Machine,
you
yep.
had fucking Darkseid, Granny Goodness, and Assad staring down the Justice League through a boom tube. Through a boom tube, the greatest stare down in comic book movie history. And we're like, nah, the Dark Knight Returns.
Y'all should have heard my dad, bro. My dad literally said that's like one of the hardest things he's ever seen in a movie, bro. Period. Like just one of the hardest scenes.
Bro, bro, I remember
just
the first time
raw in a movie in general.
Just raw in a movie general, bro.
Yo,
he said, fuck a comic book movie, just like in a movie general.
I'm getting goosebumps right now.
In general, bro. Come on, man. Bro,
Yo.
And that's the thing, too. Oh, man. Never mind.
Yo, like that I remember seeing that and I'm like, yo, there's no way you don't continue after seeing them stare. Like they could have just ended it at them staring each other down. And it's like, how do you not want more of that?
Right. Yep.
Be right back. I gotta refresh.
Yep.
For sure.
Let me say this, right? This is what I'm saying too. I saw some talking about people. Oh my God, Paramount is the ones that are wanting to put the director's cuts in theaters and all of this stuff, and oh, they can do this stuff. WBD don't need no fucking Paramount to put this shit in theaters, dude. What are we talking about, bro?
They WB
have we lost it? Have we lost it?
Paramount doesn't own WB yet, people. I don't know if y'all don't know that. They don't own WB, so WB can
do that right now.
I was about to say they can literally do it right now if they wanted to.
You think they need Paramount? Bro, these narratives, dog. These narratives, bro. Yeah, nah, I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that clip again, bro. I ain't about to do all that.
Bro, I'm so glad you said that.
Is the homie Apex Lux in here, bro? I was just
Yeah,
saying,
you can hear me
bro, like,
or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I heard everything you said about that shit. That Paramount, bro. Thank you. Like, bro, Warner Brothers is a fucking studio. Hello, is this thing on? Tap. What you tagging Paramount for? They're trying to buy them. Hey, Paramount, we need this in theaters. Bro, you mean the studio that's already put DC in theaters? What? Freaking ridiculous, bro. That's yet another narrative that they're trying to push out into the ether so everybody could choke on it. What were you going to say, Cozy?
I was going to say, it's so funny y'all are tagging Paramount and begging them. And not to try to go back to a comment, but that dude who was like, basically saying that he doesn't, people like Leon shouldn't win or don't deserve to win, even though y'all won.
Oh, wait,
so funny.
Wait, who said that?
It was that same dude who
in the
was
chat
talking about, there was like, you are a bullies or whatever. It was.
Oh, he said that in the chat?
Yeah, he said that like a while ago with that same comment.
People like us don't deserve to win.
Yeah. And I'm
because
no, bro. People like you, bro. No,
people like me.
You.
He said you.
He said you, bro. Yeah,
that's so cute,
right? Hey, bro. Hey. Oh, wait, hold up.
That's sad.
I need the visual. Hold up. What is this? What is this?
You can barely hear that bitch, bro. Hey, hit dog will holler loud than a motherfucker, won't they? That shit is funny.
Somebody get these
hey,
out of here.
You beat me to it. I was gonna say, you know what I say to that? That. Somebody get these beggars out of here. But what were you saying, Cozy?
But yeah, my point of bringing that up is it's like y'all are still begging Paramount, and Netflix put ZSL on their platform. Like y'all can say all you want or try to say Sky and Leon, oh, y'all don't deserve the win, but
they was quiet as fuck when Zach talked about that too on Instagram.
Not only just quiet, it took them a while before they made a post of, oh, ZSL is trending in 21 countries. And it's like, why did it take it this long?
Why wasn't that Instagram post talked about, guys? Oh, why wasn't we using that one?
Does that also mean The Dark Knight Returns, fellas? Or am I tripping?
Apparently, that's what the streets are saying. Apparently. The streets. Like
he said, they're assuming Paramount has complete control over DC, which they don't. They got no control over nothing right now, bro. They can't even get their lawsuits in order. They over here still begging.
Get your own customers suing you. So it's just like y'all can try to say, oh, y'all don't win, y'all don't deserve the win, and this, that, and the third, but they won. Like, once again, look, I'm somebody who doesn't get tired of saying this. Paramount put out their merger ad. David Cornsweat Superman, James Gunn Superman is on that merger ad. Netflix made sure to let people know, hey, we want the Snyderverse. They see y'all still talking about, oh, they don't really want it. All right, cool. Hey, there you go. Boom. Right there. Netflix logo, WB logo slapped right onto it.
Bro, they listen. This is how marketing works. They do not want you to miss the thing that they put their logos on top of. And I made sure on the very first post that anybody posted about this shit was my ass saying I cropped out everything except for the logos and Zach ZSL in that center right there. I'm like, it can't get any more plainer than that. Netflix, Warner Brothers, the next, or over top, ZS fucking JL. That's insane. I'm gonna hang that on my wall, bro. Real shit. I'm gonna print that out and I'm gonna hang it on the wall. That is like that should be in a marketing class.
No, literally, seriously, like
facts, bro.
But
that's crazy.
You had so-called Snyder fans or people who claim they're Snyder fans saying, "Oh no, that's Justice." That's not my take. Justice League had a red tint to
Shield said it was Justice, bro.
Yeah,
Shield literally said that this was from Justice League.
Fuck
bro.
Shield, bro. With his
crazy,
lame ass.
bro. Crazy.
There ain't no red sky.
That's nasty work,
none of
bro.
that.
That's nasty work, bro.
He just dissed the shit out of Zach's work. Because that you could tell, like, without even really like parsing through the details, you could tell that that's Zach's work just by first glance. You just get this feeling. And when you
Wonder
look at
Woman wasn't in the shot, bro. Wonder Woman was not in that shot in Justice League, bro.
I don't even remember that part. I'm gonna be honest. And you, I know you're right, but I don't even remember. Because first of all, how many times did these motherfuckers watch Justice League to know this shit? I didn't watch that movie that much. I watched it like one time.
Same. I
watched it once in the theaters, bro.
And I think everybody else that I know that's watched it multiple times have only watched it because of rewatches for a stream or some shit.
Yeah, and then I think I was about to say, because I was planning on doing one, but I don't remember if we did it because we was going through all of the DC movies on Netflix.
Because of the Netflix, and because I don't think I think they took Justice League off, right?
They ended up taking it off before we got to it. That's what happened.
Think about that for a second, people. Thank you. I'm so glad we got here. They had it on their platform when they were putting up a bunch of Zach's work. They put
all of Zach's DC work.
My God, bro. And they took off Justice League, which is Justice League. They didn't have to do that.
And
they're literally sending us a message.
Can I finish off what you're saying right there? Not only took off Justice League, then later put ZSL on their platform to further prove, hey, we fuck with Zach.
Crazy.
We want the Snyderverse.
Crazy, bro.
Scott, you have that video version? Because people, I know some people.
Nah, I had to I had to take it out because of wait, but you sent it to me in a DM, right?
Yeah.
Hold up. Let me see.
Because when we bring this image up, I know people's
I'm on mute real
their
quick, right
stomachs be doing backflips and all that. So it's like, oh, y'all don't like this? All right, how about a video portion of? And if you can't find it, it's also in the one shots video, or should be in the one shots video. Insane, man.
While you look for it, I'm gonna just say this
Nah,
briefly.
I think I got it. Okay.
I'm
Go ahead.
starting to think that we are going to have to continuously have these types of conversations. We just are, bro. We just are, bro. Like, we can't go away and we can't stop having these conversations, no matter how many times we have them, no matter how much Sky's catalog of information is readily available for people to click on. We're just gonna have to keep coming out and having these conversations, man. We're just going to have to. It's never gonna. We're like, until Zack is officially back and we're watching whatever in theaters and on Netflix or whatever platforms or on Warner Brothers or HBO Max. Until Zack is officially back, it's a wrap, bro. We got to keep having these conversations. And look at that. Look at that. That's ZSJL, the Netflix logo and the Warner Brothers logo over top. ZS value for investors.
Yep.
Jeez. Good Lord, man. It couldn't get any more clear than that, man.
I mean, wait, where's all the people in the chat that was like talking that crap earlier?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Where y'all at?
Value for investors. Right? But when Paramount has been having ads, it's been Superman stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I'm just
where's the dog?
I don't think
the dog, Luther. Where's the dog?
Yeah. I don't think that
Where's the dog? The dog, Luther! You took the dog! Where's the dog? They've always been wrong about me. I get scared, but that is being human. And that's my greatest strength. Why are you being like this? I wasn't representing anyone. We're going to die.
Right?
Poor Nessa.
You actually did more advertising. Nessa said muted. You actually did more advertising just then, Sky, than what Paramount's ever done for anything DC related. And when they do it, it's these bum ass little clips of Superman and fucking Supergirl. Get out of here. Anybody talking about Paramount is an op, bro. Anybody talking about Paramount is an op. Tagging them in post still. That's crazy work.
And then
right
they
there,
acted
bro.
like Warner Brothers needs Paramount to put the director's cuts out, bro. I'm like, are you serious? Bro, like, are we being serious right now? We think they need Paramount to put the bro, seriously? Like, bro, like, what? Is that what all, bro, like, hold up. Do all studios need other studios to put director's cuts out of their own movies in theaters, right? Like, let's say if James Cameron wanted to be like, all right, look, like, I want to release Avatar, the director's cut, right? Like, does he need Paramount too? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Right? Did they need Paramount to shoot the Batman too?
Nah, they didn't.
Did they need Paramount for that?
Nope.
I mean, bro, like, I'm confused, dog.
Motherfuckers running the Paramount like that's their daddy.
Wait,
That's
whoa,
hilarious.
whoa. Hold up, bro. Because I went to full circle, bro. Right? Did they need Paramount for that?
I'll be right back.
Nope. That would be an insult to Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca. Shout out to them.
Oh my God, bro. This is nasty work, bro. This is nasty work. But look, I know that we just, bro, all this spawned off of your final thoughts too. I just want that to be.
Oh, I almost forgot we were doing that.
Yeah, because I'm still about to close this out, bro. Like,
yeah,
this is wild. We just took a long ass detour, but hey, it's all good because I'm all for it. Because once people started saying something crazy, it had to happen. You know what I mean? Like TJ said, they don't need Paramount to release the Emerald Cut of ZSJL, right?
Or the air cut, huh?
Or the air cut. Like, what are we talking about?
That shit funny as hell. Paramount. If you're gonna be begging a studio at this point, just beg Warner Brothers.
Just beg Warner. I'd rather you beg Warner Brothers. I'd rather you beg Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi.
I'll be seeing one stupid ass annoying account that's annoying the shit out of me every time I see their face. It looks like a child with dark hair and glasses, always posting, spamming Paramount shit. If you see the account, you'll know who I'm talking about. But anyway, always spamming Paramount this, Paramount that, in terms of like they'll sneak in a Paramount. Like it'll be, yeah, bring back Zack, restore, whoop whoop whoop, and then at Paramount. What? Why? Why are you talking to them?
Oh my god! Bro.
Why are you talking to them? They're currently dodging lawsuits. What are you talking to them about? I think they got enough on their plate.
Hey, bro, you know what, man? Look, I think it's funny that because look, I'm about to give my final thoughts, man. Right. One thing that you mentioned throughout this thing that really just kind of stuck with me since you said it a few minutes ago is that we're gonna keep having to have these conversations, bro.
Facts.
Every once in a while, these things are gonna be necessary because, yeah, dude, it just gets to a point where like it just keeps bubbling. Then it's just like it just boils over, right? And we were definitely at that point right now, right?
Absolutely.
We're definitely at that point right now where it's just so much BS going on, so much cap that it has to be dissected. You can't leave it alone. You can't let it fester.
BS without the V, cap without the America.
Hey, yeah, absolutely, bro. But luckily, we built for it, man. Sitting there talking about some Allen Richardson big. I don't care what these people are.
Yeah, that shit irked me. Like, bro, I'm trained to take down people taller, bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. Yeah, come on.
It's like, bro. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, y'all should have seen me in that basketball league. I had to guard a dude like 6'4". Shut him down, bro. What we talking about? Shut him down, dog. Wait, did I? Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna send you that video, bro. I'm gonna show you how taller that guy was than I am. You know what I'm saying? Shut him down, bro. Anyway, don't get me started with basketball. I'm about to get on out of here, man, because I'm tired of cooking these foods, bro. You know what I'm saying? The roast is done. Any final words, y'all?
Just a few. Gotham roast. Well done. And just one. Bang.
I pressed the wrong button.